Hey everybody, welcome back to the kitchen with me. Today is a holiday. It is Cinco de Mayo. And so in keeping with the theme of Cinco de Mayo, today I'm going to be making something, it's kind of new to me because, well, I live in Georgia. And what I'm going to be making is something that is from the Latin world, Latino world, I should say. Elote. Elote is basically Mexican street corn, and it is the most awesome stuff. You can find it, I guess you can, I did find it at a restaurant not too far from here, and they serve it, it's corn on the cob that is covered, I guess they cover it in mayonnaise, and then it's got cheese, and it's got spices on it, and let me just tell you, it's fabulous. Well, what I'm going to make for you, the recipe that I've come up with, it's easier to eat. It's not so messy because, Lord mercy, you get that street corn all over you when you're eating it off the cob. Anyway, this method, it's easier. You can use it as a dip or as a side dish. Now, it's just a preference of how you want to eat it, but whatever, make yourself happy. So what I'm going to start off with is the dressing. It does call for a dressing, so easy peasy. We're going to start off with mayonnaise and sour cream. Now I'm going to have around about a half a cup of each. So I want to eyeball it because, well, I can. That looks about like half a cup. And then I'm going in with some sour cream. Whoop, got it on me. That's a blob. And that's a blob. I mean, tell me, can you get too much sour cream? I don't think so. Not for me, anyway. I'll get it all over me. No, just lick it off. It's fine. So I've got this in my little mixing cup here. To that, I'm going to add some lime juice. I'm going to get some acid to this. So I'm taking 2 limes for now. I might go back for another lime. It just depends on how it tastes when I'm done. Put it in my trusty juicer. I'm going to squeeze these out and get, well, whatever juice comes out. These aren't extra juicy in my opinion, so I might have to use a third one. But that's fine. It's going to be good, y'all. It's full of lime juice and cilantro and this chili powder that I use. It'll make you pucker up, Buttercup, but it's so good on this corn. I'm not even kidding. So there's that and that. Now we're going to put a little bit of salt and pepper in. So here's my pepper. And here's my salt. You think I'd be prepared. I'm not. So, what about a half a teaspoon of black pepper? Just eyeball it. And then here's the salt. Again, just eyeballing it. Okay, put these back here. Now, moving stuff around just a little bit. I'll take this and we'll stir it up just a little bit. And it comes together pretty nice. Thins it out just a little bit, that lime juice does. Now, this recipe does call for about half a cup of cilantro. I'm going to break my cilantro into 2 parts. I'm going to leave a little bit to dress the top when I serve it. And the rest, I'm going to chop up right now and I'm going to put it into my dressing. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But I like the way that the cilantro flavors things as it breaks down in the acid, the lemon, the lime. In this case, it's lime juice. And I just think it works good together this way. So I just break it up, half and half. So it's just a rough chop, nothing major. Going in. Cilantro smells so good when you cut it up. It's kind of lemony. Now, some folks say it tastes like soap. I am glad that I'm not one of those folks. Because I'd be sad if I didn't like cilantro. Because it's in salsa. Any Mexican restaurant you go to and they bring salsa to the table, it's full of cilantro. And that's my favorite. So, anyway. Alright, we've got this mixed up, and I'm going to give it a little taste here. Just to see what we're working with. Because I know about how I want it to be. Oh yeah. Pucker up. But that's what we're looking for. We want it to be kind of a gotcha on the sour. I'm going to get just a hint more. I'm going to go with another half of this. I know I'm over here making faces, but I'm delicate. And it does need it. So, here we go. Okay. We'll mix that up. And this looks good. Now I'm just going to set this to the side. And we're going to get to work on the corn part. So, let me tell you what I've done. Went to the store. And I got 7 ears of corn. And I tore the butt part off. And I stuck them whole in the microwave. And I just microwaved them for like, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes. And then the silks, they just pull right off. If you try, I know you can boil this if you want to. You can boil, it's fine. But the microwave just works because the steam makes the silks change their texture so that when you pull the stuff back, what do you call that? The shuck. When you pull the shucks back on the corn, it's so easy. Just pop it off. So, I was thrilled. Anyway, I did cook this one by itself because I had already taken its clothes off. So, I'm going to show you how I cut corn off the cob. This is not a new method, but it was new to me until I learned it a while back. So, got my bunt pan. And then I just, my corn is cooked. Then I just start cutting it off the cob. And look, it falls in the darn bowl. How ingenious is that? And I don't know who came up with it first. Probably saw it on Pinterest or something. But they're smart somebodies, I know that. Because it's so easy. Boom. Just comes right off. And I like easy. I don't know about y'all, but I do. I like easy. So, take that, throw it there. Put my, well, I'm going to need my knife, so I'm going to keep my knife. And this is what we're left with. Our corn. Now, this isn't all the corn we've got. Let me show you. Get my pan out here. I am going to go ahead and add this corn to my pan. And it has been cooked. It's just been microwaved though, so it's basically been steamed. The other 6 ears, I broiled a fool out of them in the oven. And this was earlier, so I can reach in here and grab this. Don't you look? Look at that corn. You think it's burned, but it's not burned. It's toasted and roasted and yummy goodness. Now, you could have taken the corn and put it on the grill to get the same effect. But I didn't have time today to light the darn grill. So I just cut all this corn off the cob. And I went in and just broiled it. And it turned out beautifully. I mean, that don't really look like a whole lot, but shoot. It's good. And that other ear corn that I didn't put in under the broiler, it's a different texture, so that's good. I like a little contrast. So, I'm going to get a few things going in my frying pan. So, put my corn here, clean my hand off, and drag my cooktop over, because we got some things we want to get cooked. Basically, everything is cooked, the corn I mean, but we've got onions to put in it, and we've got some sweet little peppers to go in it, and, well, it's just what we do. So I'm going to grab my trusty frying pan, woo, and I'm going to go ahead and light my stove. Right, my pan on here. Now I am going to go in here with a little bit of olive oil. I'm just going to cover the bottom of the pan a little bit. It's probably about a, I don't know, tablespoon and a half, something like that. Basically, we just want to cover the bottom so that we can get these onions to fry up a little bit. So, clean my knife off there. Now, I'm going to get these onions chopped up. Now, what I'm working with, I have got 5 little green onions. I'm going to cut their tops off, put them in my junk bucket. And then I always go in and I cut them here first so that I can cut these suckers in the middle. Because I just do it this way. I don't know why. You don't have to, but this is the way I chop green onions. So I just go at it like this. I think because it makes everything a nice fine chop. So you're not getting just a big old mouthful of green onion. Some folks might like a big mouthful of green onion, and more power to them so they can do what they want to. Then I go back for the little green ones. And I just chop, chop, chop. Come here, you. Tuck your fingers when you're chopping so you don't have to go to the emergency room. Because that would be tragical. Alright. So, my oil looks like it's heating up. Yep. Put my onions in. Boom. You hear that sizzle? I love that. I'm going to grab me a garlic clove. I neglected to put all my stuff out. So, shame on me. But here, I've got me a garlic clove. And I'm going to break him down. Get his coat off. Cut the butt part off, because we don't want that. Smash him, and then just go to town slicing him up. Now, if you wanted to use a few more garlic cloves, that's your business. Use what you want to, because it's delicious, isn't it? So I've got that chopped pretty good. So in with my garlic clove, right into the oil. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. And now I've got these adorable little peppers. Now, you can use a bell pepper if you want to. You could use jalapeno if you want to. It's really up to you. It's all about preference. I like these. They're nice and sweet. And they're tender when you cook them. And, well, what's not to like? They're colorful. It's Cinco de Mayo. So let's be authentico. Right? Then you're just going to give them a rough chop down the sides so we can get them cut in little pieces. I was thinking what I was going to serve with this. I think Bradley's going to get elote and a tamale. A lovely lady at my friend's church. She made tamales. And I ordered some and I went and picked them up a little while ago. So Bradley's going to have a proper Cinco de Mayo feast. We're having elote and we're going to have tamales. Now, she sent along some green salsa. I don't think that I'm going to be able to handle that because it smells hot. I don't know what she put in there, but whew, it's going to be too hot for this girl. I mean, I like a little spice, but I know my limits. So I might give it to my daddy. He likes spicy. He likes it to where it makes your nose run and your eyeballs start tearing up. Personally, I like to taste what I'm eating. I don't want it to hurt me. To each his own. There again, to each his own. Alright, this looks good. They're all cut up. Going in the pan. Now, traditional elote, if you're eating street corn, of course you're not going to have peppers and onions and garlic in it. But because we're cooking it in the pan, we have control of what we put in it. And I like to do it like this. I like flavor and I like pretty, and I'm telling you, if you don't think that this is pretty, well, what in the world is wrong with you? I know, I'm judgmental. What are you gonna do? Alright. It's cooking and it's smelling really good. Now, I'm going in with my corn. I'm gonna heat the corn up. And I love how the corn did because I broiled it for a while, and then I cut the oven off and opened the door a little bit, and then I just left it alone for a couple of hours. So what you're seeing, that corn has reduced in size considerably, but it's going to have some wonderful texture, and I'm excited to try it. Yes! Now you see what I'm saying about if you haven't tried this, then you're going to be in for a treat because it really is a wonderful thing. Corn and onions, peppers, a little dressing. Shut up! It's good. It's good stuff. Alright, it's just got to cook for a minute to warm that corn up. And while we're waiting, I'll go ahead and chop the rest of my cilantro. Now, I speak Southern Spanish. I don't speak much, but if I were to go to sunny Mexico, I want you to know that I could get you to the library, the grocery store. We could order us a cold beverage, if you know what I mean. And I can talk to you about the flowers, and your house, and your brother, and your sister. I know a lot of basic words. I like to think that my Spanish is muy elementario para los hijos. It was funny. Brad and I went to California on vacation. It's been a while back, but I thought I'm going to use my Southern Spanish on these folks out here in California. Went to this lovely Hispanic food market, and I was looking at the chicharrones because I love chicharrones. Well, let me tell you, I tried to order some in Spanish, and they didn't know what in the world I said. Brad said, honey, you need to speak English. So, my Southern Spanish was not really appreciated by all. That's okay. I did what I could. Tried. Okay, you see this? This corn is heated through. It's smoking. It's lovely. I'm cutting off the heat. Boom. Turning that off. I am going to move this over out of the way. Bring in my little pad here. I should have a hot pad down, but I don't. Anyway, this corn is ready to be dressed. So I'm going in with my pre-prepared dressing. I'm going to stir that around. Mercy. Oh, it smells ridiculous. And you see what I mean? That it could be a dip because it thickens up beautifully when you put that dressing on it. Y'all, this is real nice. I think we're going to enjoy the food out of this. All right, I'm going to try it like this, but then I got to put the last thing on it, except for my cilantro. Here goes. I'm going to taste for salt and pepper. That's tasty, y'all. I'm not even kidding. That corn is so sweet. And it pops, and you get that lime juice. I'm telling you, you've got to make this. It's so good. Now listen, the recipe called for what I consider to be Mexican Parmesan cheese. It's Cotilla cheese. I think I'm saying that right. Well, when I went to the store yesterday, they did not have any Cotilla cheese. So I had to get Queso Fresco. Now, Queso Fresco, it's beautiful. It's a nice, soft, salty cheese, which is what we're looking for. But the Cotilla cheese is dry, and it's already ground up real fine, and you can sprinkle it. And this is going to be something that we're going to have to actually grate in here. I don't want to put it in here just yet because it's still hot. And so it'll just melt and turn into, well, it can't be bad, but well, let's do it. What the heck? Oh, queso fresco, que bueno. Oh, and it's going everywhere. That's okay. Oscar's on the floor as usual. Hey. Let's see. I did learn something when I was at Disney World, though, and I got to where I could say it pretty good. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. I come to find out it meant, please pull your arms and legs inside the train. But I say it real authentically, don't I? Oh, okay, so I've got my cheese in there. Let's see what happens when I stir it up. I don't know that Queso Fresco is a very melty cheese, so maybe we're fine. Maybe when I go to serve it, I'll just put a little more cheese on top and call it a day. I'm glad I didn't put any more salt in because that cheese is pretty salty. I'm going in, taste it. Hot diggity dog, that's good, y'all. All it needs now, a little more on top. Boom, you're ready. You're ready to eat. You can take let's open up this bag of corn chips and be authentico. Look, it's a beautiful dip. And if you wanted it to be more of a ooey gooey dip, just add more cheese. You can put, I don't know, the quesadilla melty cheese stuff, put that in there and just jazz it up and you'd have something really nice. But let's go in. Muy, muy bueno, por favor. Muy, muy bueno. I'm happy with this, y'all. I think you will be too. I hope you give it a try. The recipe will be posted down below. It's not hard to make. It's delicious. Everybody's gonna love it. I better get the last thing though. I forgot about it. If I can reach up here and grab it. This is what makes it authentic. This is I think it's called Tajin Classico seasoning. It's got peppers, well, it's got chilies and sea salt and lime juice. It's got just a bunch of stuff, but this is what makes it Mexican street corn, because after they roll it in the dressing down there and they put the cotija cheese on it, then they sprinkle this stuff all over it. So look at that. Even better. Looks real good. Anyway, I hope to see y'all soon over at jamieteachmetocook.com. Feel free to leave me a message. Y'all can see me on Facebook. You can find me on Pinterest. I'm over on Instagram too. I would love to hear from you. I ask that you please subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It helps. And send me some suggestions of things you'd like to see me cook. I'm always open. I love to hear from you. And I guess that's about it. I hope to see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.